Let's be honest, the Unity Asset Store is absolutely dope. There's no argument there. But the proprietary platform and licensing fees are not as sick. What if you could take advantage of the huge community and amazing assets sold and published on the Unity App Store, but instead use them inside of Godot? If you aren't already familiar with Godot, it's becoming well known for the platform for indie devs to make some fantastic games. Today I will show you step by step how to convert basic assets locked to the Unity store over to Godot to start building the game of your dreams without being subject to Unity's licensing fees. Let's get started. So I came across this guy's name is Mesh Tint, and he has some amazing assets on the App Store. I reached out for a little bit of support in terms of transitioning his assets to Godot to avoid the Unity licensing fees, and he said, hey, why don't you go ahead and give it a try with the free assets? So sure enough, I did. So I downloaded the free burrow asset, and I'm going to go ahead and click this magnet link to open up in Unity. So our first step here is going to be download the asset if you haven't already, and I have. Start a new Unity project and go ahead and go import to project. That's all we need Unity for. And now in the assets folder here on the bottom right, go ahead and go show in Explorer. Now go ahead and keep this file handy. We are going to need it. Once you're done with that, with Unity, go ahead and open up a new Godot project. I'm going to go ahead and go create and call this 3D testing demo. So let's launch a new project and let's start bringing in some of our assets. So I'm just going to go ahead and drag and drop the entire free burrow cute series folder that I got from the Unity Asset Store and pull it over here into Godot. Now what happens is if I drag this guy over here, we see that we have a naked model. So he has no texture, no materials applied, and this is probably going to be an issue you're going to see a lot of the time when you're importing from Unity over to Godot. So I want to show you how to solve that today. So what you need to do is go ahead and open up the asset folder here, and you should see a textures folder and a PSD file. Go ahead and open this up in GIMP. Again, another free image manipulation program. Once you got GIMP open, it may ask you about the color profile. Just go ahead and go save or keep. And now I need you to export this as a PNG file. And go ahead and save that. Somewhere you'll be able to pick it up later. I'm just going to go ahead and save it to my desktop for now. Go ahead and go export. And now we want to drag this into our Godot project. Now to restore our little character's texture, what we need to do is come here and go new inherited and click on this mesh. And we see here we have a surface material override. This is currently empty. We need to come here and go standard material 3D and come down here to the albedo value and apply the texture. Come down here and let me move my face. Come down here and click load. Now all you have to do is click the PNG that you exported earlier, and voila, our textures are reapplied to our character. Fantastic. Now the other issue you may see is that this character has a idle animation in his animation player. And it seems like frequently on the Unity Asset Store, our character animations are served in multiple different files. So if I want to check out this guy's animation player, I can see that he has the walking animation. So now I need to combine these two animations together. So I want to steal this animation and bring the animation over here. So first off, what we need to do is in the import section here, I need to make sure that you have enabled save to file and keep custom tracks on here, and go ahead and come to re-import. I'm going to go ahead and do that the same way for the base burrow. This is the one I'm calling the base because this is the guy that we're going to go ahead and copy all of the animations over. So now when I come back here to the animation player of the one that has the walking animation, I can see here I can't make new or duplicated animations. I can't do anything with this animation, and that's because we're inside of a imported scene. So what we need to do is come over here to the dictionary, drop down here, and go ahead and make the animation library unique. Doing this is going to go ahead and enable us to make new animations. What I need you to do is go duplicate, and then from here we can go ahead and copy tracks. Select all and go copy. Perfect. Now hop back over here and do the same with this dictionary. Go ahead and select the Make Unique button. Perfect. Make sure to duplicate this action as well. And this time, I'll give it an actual name. Let's set this animation to idle. Now I can go new and go walk and come over here and go paste tracks. A little bit of loading. Sometimes all it takes is to go back and forth. And now we have our walking animation restored in the scene with the one with the textures. Fantastic. Now, I do see some corruption happening here when you import that second animation. Let's go ahead and delete this. We don't need this anymore. And what's happening is you've got some skeleton position, bone positions, modifying the idle animation from this walk animation. So I found this was often happening when I was combining animations. And so what I need you to do is I need you to reset bone positions. So we're going to make a new idle animation and come up here to the skeleton 3D. First, we want to go here and reset all bone positions, and then insert key all bones. Now our idle animation is here, and our walk animation is here, and hopping back to our idle animation, our character is still idle. And so now we have our idle animation and our walking animation that are no longer affecting each other. Okay, so at this point, we can go ahead and save this as a scene. And so now this guy is a reusable scene. And you see here our warning that this is working in an imported scene has now gone away. So now when we reuse this guy here in future scenes, his changes to the animation are going to be saved. So he's now a full unit that can be moved back and forth. So hopping back over to a little testing scene I've got here, I have my my burrow connected here, and let me just go play. And right now I have him set to the idle scene. Sounds good. But let's say I want to make him walk. Well, there's his walking animation now. So that is the gist of it. It's pretty straightforward once you get the hang of it. And I want to shout out this mesh tint guy. I am going to be making a game on Steam using these assets. And I'm going to be using Godot. And I'm not going to have to pay the Unity licensing fees, because I'm not using Unity to make my application. I'm just using assets that are on the asset store. I hope you found this useful, and I hope that you go ahead and develop games on Godot. Thank you.